My stepfather always treated me like I wasn't his real daughter, so I made sure he found out on Father's Day that he was right. When I was 8, my mother married a successful real estate developer named Garrett. At first, he seemed perfect. Taught me to ride a bike, helped with homework, built me a treehouse. But everything changed when my half-brother Connor was born 2 years later. Suddenly, I wasn't Garrett's little girl anymore. I was just baggage that came with Mom. When Connor took first steps, Garrett recorded everything. When I won the spelling bee, he was too busy with work to attend. Connor got the latest toys. I got socks and school supplies. Connor is his biological son, Mom would explain. It's different. By 14, the favoritism was impossible to ignore. Garrett paid for Connor's expensive baseball equipment, but made me work for my school supplies. When Connor broke Mom's favorite vase, Garrett laughed it off. When I spilled juice on his newspaper, I was grounded for a week. Worst was how he introduced me to people. "She's not really mine," he'd say, like I was some stray dog Mom had picked up. At family gatherings, he'd gush about Connor while completely ignoring my achievements. The breaking point came junior year during college applications. I'd maintained a 4.2 GPA while working 2 jobs to save for tuition. When State University accepted me with partial scholarship, I needed just $8,000 more per year. At dinner, I excitedly shared the news. "That's wonderful, honey," Mom beamed. Garrett barely looked up. $8,000 is a lot of money. Go to community college instead," Connor piped up. "Dad, didn't you say you were starting a college fund for me?" My stomach dropped. "That's different," Garrett said. "You're my son. I'm not paying for someone else's kid when I need to worry about my own son's future." Someone else's kid. After 8 years, that night I heard them arguing. "She's been part of this family for years," Mom said. "She's your daughter, not mine," Garrett replied coldly. "I've done enough. I put a roof over her head and food on the table. That's where my responsibility ends." I decided I was done being treated like a burden. Over the next months, I started paying attention to things I'd never noticed. How Garrett and I had completely different features. How Connor looked exactly like Garrett, but I looked nothing like either of them. While cleaning Garrett's office, I found a box of old photos. Buried at the bottom was a picture of Mom with another man during her pregnancy with me. On the back, David and me. 7 months, in Mom's handwriting. I confronted Mom that evening. "Who is David?" Her face went white. "Someone I dated before Garrett. It ended badly." "Were you dating him when you got pregnant with me?" She nodded. "Is he my father?" Another nod. "Does Garrett know?" "No, and he can never know. David left when I found out I was pregnant. I met Garrett months later, and he assumed, 'You've been lying for 17 years?' I spent weeks tracking down David Brennan. When I found him, he agreed to meet. The moment I saw him, I knew. I had his eyes, his nose, his smile. We did a paternity test. 99.9% match. For the first time, I felt like I belonged somewhere, but I had a different plan in mind. Garrett's birthday was early June, just before Father's Day. Mom threw him a big party, inviting friends, family, and business associates. I waited until he was holding court with his buddies. I approached with a wrapped gift box. "Sorry to interrupt," I said sweetly, "but I have something special for Garrett." Everyone turned. Garrett seemed surprised. I'd never given him a birthday gift. "What's this?" he asked. "Just a little something to show my appreciation." He opened it in front of everyone. Inside was the paternity test results showing David Brennan was my biological father, with 99.9% certainty. The room went silent as Garrett's face went from confusion to shock to rage. "What the hell is this?" "The truth," I said calmly. "You always said I wasn't really your daughter. Turns out you were right." I couldn't fit what happens next in this short video. Watch the rest down below.